Hello, my 7 Deadly Sins family and friends. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over the pet expedition. Now, before we start, I just want to showcase something. If I go to the Desert of Memories, just so I can show you, and I go to this. So as we can see with the adorable helper, it has a 2x here and a mining here, right? So from my understanding, the mining sign means that they will have more of this, whatever it is to use to mine the ore or gather everything, and the 2x is supposed to give you more drops. Currently that has not been implemented, so at this time being it does not matter what you use, just make sure you've got enough to get all the ore. With that being said, because that does not matter, there could be a good reason not to get your pets to collect the platinum, right? I know some annoying ones like the Fairy King Forest or even the Solgris one. That could be okay if you really want to, but there's a lot of really good ones that are spread out that I think are far more valuable to go for first. I have not set up for myself today this time, so we're going to do that together, right? I wish there was a way you could just reset it all, but unfortunately there's not. So I'm going to reset everything and we'll do it together, and I'll cut and I'll come back. So see you in a second. Okay, so that's all been reset. So the reason why I think the platinum as well as the weapon upgrade material stones like this azurite are not worth as much to do with the pet expedition is because all of them are very clumped together, whereas a lot of these other ones that we could choose are very, very spread out, especially the gemstones, and you need the gemstones to craft your elemental beads. So if we could do all the gemstones every day, that we have a real nice stockpile ready for when we need to craft elemental beads. Another one is the gold as well as the silver. I'm going to put these two together, and the reason why is because if you've seen a previous video where I showed a fantastic daily route that you're more than welcome to do yourself if you don't have enough pets, or if you just enjoy doing it, you're able to get enough gold, enough silver each day to craft all 24 SR weapons. And we want to do that so we get enough SR shards to max limit break and max star our weapons, as well as every single month exchange 15 of them for a single SSR shard 15 times. Okay, so obviously gold and silver is very, very important. And then on that note, so is sap. We all know how much sap you need to farm, not only to level up your workbench, but also for these weapons, these armors, even crafting your normal weapons like your SSR weapons and whatnot. You need a lot of sap. So this is what I would suggest. First, go through every single one of your areas and first do all of the gemstones. So I am going to do the mischievous to get 8, and then anything else to get the 12, and save this one here. And let's go through every single one and do the same thing. So just for ease, and I'll probably speed this up so then you can kind of see. I'm going to do every single one. Okay, so that's all of the gemstones done. After that, you need to kind of decide which elemental beads you want to do. So say you've got all your guys ready, but you want to prepare. So let's say, oh, I'm really looking forward to Derriere. She's obviously going to be a dark character. Let me farm all of the golem hearts around the map, so then I can use that for the elemental beads. So decide which ones you want to do. If you want to know which is which, I will jump out of here and we can have a quick look just so we can see together which ones you need to do. So for the fire, you need the Tooth Fairy dentures. For the wind, you need the Whirlwind horns. for lightning, echo pouches, cold, the strong dew chains, earth, which could be very important at the moment, is a soft head quills. Yes, the old dragon-sized dust, and then we already talked about the hearts, and then physical is going to be the dwarf horns. So, for example, maybe barn is going to be coming soon, so maybe farm some dwarf horns in preparation. So, for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip that for now, and then we'll carry on. So once that's done, let's go over and do the silver and the sap, because there are some gold spots that are clumped together as well as silver. So let's do all of these three together and see how far we can get. So now, pretend you've done that. If you've still got stuff left over, but haven't got all the pets, another good option is, instead of doing all the sap, you don't have to do every single one. You could do like half of the sap. You can farm the flowers for the pet charm potions. So we obviously know this is for the biggest purple one, which was the best we could farm beforehand. We go out here again just to showcase the new one. So that was a flower, flowers of petal of pure love. You can use that. But now we've got this one, which is malachite. So we'll come back to that in a second. But you also need the rare concentrated sap. Now, to get that, you need pretty much any other purple flower. So if we go to the Fairy King Forest, it has a lot. You can get this one in the Fairy King Forest. If we go to the Wind Grove, you can have this one as well. What's quite nice about the Sweet Gluttony is like you can't choose to select it here, but in this area you can go there yourself and farm it, and they're always in groups of 3, so you could do that manually. So if you need more pets, make sure you're collecting the flowers that you need for the biggest purple ones, and then the Sealed Domain for the malachite. Now this is very important. If you want all of it farmed for you with the pet expedition, you will need the ghost. Now, how do you get the ghost? Funny enough, I made a video how to do that. So if you're in the cards up there, in that corner, in the top corner there, I'll put a card so you can see how to get the ghost, right? So I'll do that, and we've got all the malachite ready, right? So now you can have that all set up for your crafting of the best potions to capture. And now, once that's all done, that is kind of my priority. So let's say in order, the importance so far. We've got all the gemstones, and then with that, your chosen ones that you're going to be saving up for, be it barn, be it for Derriere, or say you're still building your Meliodas, or you're still building your Merlin. Choose those ones. So that's 2 or maybe 4, you know, because you're getting all the gemstones and then 2 sets of these throughout. After that, I would probably suggest sap, because that's really one of the worst ones that are all spread out. There's not many close together. And then to balance with that, I'm guessing you're going to be still capturing other potions. Make sure you get the capture flowers, as well as the ones to salvage to be able to craft. And then lastly, to get the malachite, because it's all spotted really high up and kind of a pain to get. If you have more of pets to get, then that's when I would say to do the gold and silver, and then maybe finish off the sap. Other than that, any of these around the world that are really spread out, pretty much any of the other gemstone ones that are really spread out, I would probably suggest to get that. And then lastly, you'll probably have some like greens and greys left over even after all the sap. Just get some of the other green bits, you know, at least that is done. So and that's all be done. So let's pet dispatch, and we can see how much we're going to get. All of the gemstones, a ton of sap, and some of these, and then eventually you'll have a stockpile of these elemental bead extra items, and then you'll just probably rotate them as you go until you need more. But definitely get all the gemstones, gold, silver, sap. That's what I would suggest. So let's go explore. I really hope we can get this pet soon. And there we have it. That's done. So now I can still do my daily platinum farm and whatnot, which I don't mind doing. It's not too bad. And then there are some gold spots like this one over here that are missing and stuff. So you can still, I hope that this little explanation about the expedition has given you some perspective and maybe understanding of the best items and resources to use your expedition for. You're more than welcome to do platinum, whichever ones you feel like you really just can't be bothered to gather. Do what you like, but if you don't mind doing a bit of gathering yourself, I'll suggest don't use the expedition farming for the plat until they get it, until the 2x comes out, right? You know, with the pets, the 2x, if you have any of them, and do it manually instead, because it's so much easier to farm the platinum that are all grouped together than going and farming all the gemstones that are spread out across the whole world, for example. So yeah, if it has helped, let me know below. Or if you think I've made a mistake or there's a better way to use the expedition, again, say in the comments, because then other people can read that and say, actually, Dollars didn't get it quite right this time. This guy had made a very good point. And if you have made a very good point, I'll make sure to pin it, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out saying thank you in my next video. We're all learning as we go. I'm not perfect, and I'm open to learn and everything. So yeah, if this has helped, do consider subscribing. We are so close to that 1k mark, and I will be doing a giveaway at 1k. So if you can get me to 1k soon, even better. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Until then, bye.